All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach Kwadash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Peace and salutations to the brethren and the Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth in all sincerity. And peace and salutations to the few and sincere sisters who believe in this gospel. So I just want to do a short video lesson addressing the video, which I believe the video was made some years ago, of Captain Tazariak saying that the strongest thing next to the Most High is women. And he was quoting that from the book of First Esdras, chapter 4, where Zerubbabel and a few other men, where they were debating, what has the strongest influence, or what is the strongest and what will always stand the strongest, right? And Zerubbabel had mentioned women, right? But he wasn't talking about women as in women are stronger than a king necessarily, but the influence that women can have over a king is strong. What do I mean by that? Meaning that men, kings, men in general will do things to basically win the approval of a woman. And that's what the book of First Esdras chapter 4 describes, is how men do things. The influence that women have over men will cause them to do things to win the approval of a woman, but not necessarily saying that women are stronger than men, because the scriptures say that women are the weaker vessel and women are to be in subjection to their men, to their husbands, which proves that, women are not stronger than men, but women do have a strong influence over men, which can affect a man's behavior, his actions, his thoughts, his emotions, all if he is not spiritually in tune with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Women can cause men to do, a lot of different things, and we're going to read this in the scriptures. I'm going to go through the book of First Esdras here in a second. I'm going to start at chapter 14. I mean, not chapter 14, but verse 14 in chapter 4, right? And I'm going to read all the way down, right? So this is Zerubbabel speaking, and it says, "O ye men, it is not the great king nor the multitude of men, neither." Actually, let me start up. Let me see. Yeah, they were debating the strength of these different things, wine, women, the king, and it was eventually determined that the truth is the strongest out of all of them, right? We'll see that shortly. But it says, "O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be," right? Meaning that, as a man, a symbol of status as a man is the woman that he has. You know what I'm saying? A status symbol for a man is the woman that he has, right? A man who is let's say, for example, a man who is highly esteemed, right? Let's say you're the CEO of this Fortune 500 company, right? And you're about to go to this meeting, or, you know what I'm saying, some type of event or function or something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna show up with no just any old scallywag, you know what I'm saying, or some beat up, chunky, blown up ass broad. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come with the best. You're gonna come with the best, woman available at your level. And a man at that level has access to a high level, or high, I don't want to say high level, but a high quality of women. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get into these, where men rate these women like, the 97 octane, or, stuff like that, or the 93 octane, or whichever one. You know what I'm saying? These high or highly beautiful, very physically attractive women, but they also have that look and the qualities to where that CEO of the Fortune 500 company, he can take her to those specific functions, and it's a status symbol for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's talking about, bringing glory unto men. And of course, without women cannot be men, which means, a man is not, you know what I'm saying? We don't just pop up out the ground. You know what I'm saying? We come through, we're born through the womb of a woman, right? Verse 18, it says, yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman, which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast upon her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? Right? Meaning that, more than gold and riches, men would love to have a beautiful woman. A lot of men gain riches, or attempt to gain riches, money, status, and all of that to appease women, right? To appease women so they can get the most beautiful woman or the most attractive woman possible, right? Verse 20, it says, a man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticks not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. Because when you go out and start your own family, not to say that you completely just forget about your mother and your father, but, you ain't really, your mother and your father, they living their own life. Mama and daddy living their own life, and you got your own now. You got your own family, right? It says, but by this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Just like I said, a lot of men gain riches. A lot of men, well, it more so in old times than this society, because now in this society, because a lot of men don't have the type of access to women as we so desire. A lot of men, don't desire to, a lot of men don't have that strong desire to elevate in life to, certain levels, because they don't have a woman to take care of. A lot of men are single and childless. So, their only motivation is to take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Unless they have some type of burning desire or passion for something else that will push them to excel and be great, and that could bring more finances and more wealth or more substance to their life. Outside of that, they, a lot of men nowadays ain't really tripping off, and really tripping off of that. They just, hey, I just wanted to live good for myself, good enough for myself, take care of myself, do what I got to do, to keep my lights on and, you know, have fun when I want to and whatever like that. And that's it. I ain't got no woman. I'm single. I ain't got no woman. And even, for example, even if he is smashing women, you know what I'm saying? Even if he is having sex with multiple different women, the quality of women today are not motivating men to want to put women in their wife position, which we know that sex is marriage, but I'm just speaking in worldly terms. To put a woman in that wife position to where they would like to be, to where they would want to take care and provide for that woman as well, is what I'm saying, right? It says, yea, a man taketh his sword. Verse 23, yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, right? Because sometimes, I don't know if you remember some of these little cartoons and these shows back in the day where, you got the little character, he running around, stealing a gold ring just to bring it back to some chick, risking his freedom and his life to impress some little broad. You know what I'm saying? And it says, and looketh upon the lion and goeth in darkness, and when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love, right? Just like I said, you go out, and you fighting lions, tigers, and bears, and robbing and stealing and killing just to bring something back to your woman, make her happy, right? It says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father and mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes, right? And which is true. And this is what he's talking about. He's talking about the influence of women, not necessarily because women are not mentally, physically, or emotionally stronger than men. But when a man is under the influence of a woman, right? Let's say, you know what I'm saying, you got a beautiful woman and you got a man who really ain't got that much experience with women, and this beautiful woman is showing him some attraction, and he start getting with her, and you know what I'm saying, she putting that thing on him, you know what I'm saying, she putting that box on him, she putting that jaw on him, you know what I'm saying. Hey, that man is liable, unless he gains some type of masculine fortitude, which you really get that from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, but unless he gains some type of masculine fortitude, he will become that woman's servant, doing anything that she wants him to do just to please her. And, she'll suck him dry. And, when she's done, she'll end up leaving him. You know what I'm saying? It says, many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. Because many men do a lot of things that are going off. Many men do a lot of things out of lust, out of influence for women, just to impress them or make them happy or whatever, right? And this is what Zerubbabel is talking about. He's not talking about a woman actually being stronger than a man, or women actually being the second strongest thing next to the Most High, which, that's not true. And it says, and now do ye not believe? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him, and I don't know what that word is. Apami, I don't know. The king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. She also stroked the king with her left hand, right? That's that stroking of the ego, and women, and Brother Arad, the head camp of GMS St. Louis, he's broken this down a couple of times. Women come out of the womb smarter than men and having more of an advantage, right? Because women learn very fast that men are programmed to accommodate women, right? Especially when they're young girls. They learn if they cry a certain way, or, you know what I'm saying, if they ask, sweet enough and nice enough and make the little cute puppy little eyes and smile at you, that big old man named Daddy, he'll go out there and get you anything that you want. You know what I'm saying? And treat you like his little princess, which is that's even when these women who come from two-parent households, that's why a lot of them still ain't shit either. Because, the daddy done spoiled them rotten, and they think that you supposed to be their daddy. And you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, women learn at a young age the power of stroking a man's ego, right? And as they get older, as their bodies become more developed, they start to see that, oh shit, these niggas will do anything for the idea of getting some pox. They'll do anything for the idea of getting some box. So let me let me do what I need to do to make him think that I'm gonna give him something. I ain't gonna give him nothing. That ain't my intentions. But I'm gonna get what I need to get from him. You know what I'm saying? They learn that at young ages, man. Right? And it says, and yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth in amazement. Like, damn, this bitch bad. And she on my team. She with me. Right? If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again, right? Simping. Doing anything to appease the women, right? Which if you ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah on you, man, you liable you liable to simp for women, which a lot of men do. Hell, you got even men in this truth. You got whole Israelite camps that, they simp for women. You know what I'm saying? Their doctrine is based to appease women. You know what I'm saying? So it says, O ye men, how can it be? But women should be strong, seeing they do thus. Then the king and the princes looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high as the heaven, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. Right? So the truth is the strongest out of all things. Right? But still, though, a woman is not stronger than a man. This is just talking about the influence that a woman has on a man. Right? It says, wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. Their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore, right? So truth is strong above all these things. The king, women, wine. You know what I'm saying? The truth is above all these things. And where do you get the truth from? You get the truth from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, right? His scriptures, which are spoken by his men or his prophets, which have been from the day before, from not I don't mean the day before, but from the days of old is what I mean, right? From the beginning of time, right? So here I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures. I'm gonna get with 1 Peter chapter 3, starting at verse 1. It says, Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives, right? So this is Peter telling the women to be in subjection, telling the wives or the women to be in subjection to their husbands, right? So if the woman was was stronger than her man, well, wouldn't the man be in subjection to his wife? No. Women have influence they have a strong influence over men. But in terms of them being stronger than men, no, that's not what that's not what First Esdras is saying. It says, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai of great price. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in the Most High, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, right? If Sarah was stronger than Abraham, you know what I'm saying, would she be calling him Lord? Probably not, you know? And it says, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement, likewise ye husbands dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered, right? So, again, this is saying the wife as the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? Not the wife as stronger than the husband, right? So that's all I wanted to get into. Lord willing, this was edifying, straight to the point, giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem B'Hakwadash.